Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I would like to introduce a format I like to play. So we'll just call it communal magic right now. So it's a regular multiplayer magic with a few minor differences. So all players start with 40 life, just like Commander. All players share a deck and a graveyard, and lands are separated from the library and have their own library. So to make it easy, we'll just call this the realm. So every time you want to play a land, you just put the top card of the realm and put it directly into play. So some other minor differences are whenever a card is shuffled or put it in the bottom of the library, it's exiled instead. Just to keep it simple. And abilities and cards you cast from the graveyard can only be activated or cast on your turn. Just to avoid confusion when playing a shared graveyard. So for example, a Snapcaster Mage, who gives a card flashback in your graveyard. You can only cast that card in your own turn. You can play Snapcaster Mage on your opponent's turn, but it will not do anything. So another minor difference is whenever a land is put in a graveyard or moved to a different zone like hand, library, or exile, you put it on the bottom of the realm zone. And another one is non-basic and basic lands are just lands. So for example, so if you play Rampant Growth and you can fetch for a Godless Shrine because the text basic doesn't exist in this format. So if you see a card that says basic or non-basic, just ignore the text of that card. So for the realm deck, I decided to use Shocklands because it utilizes our life points as a resource. It gives an additional layer of decision making in the game. Having a land come into play, tap or untap, could win or lose a game. You can use common dual lands as substitute for Shocklands just to apply the Shockland rule, for example. So, for example, a Stone Quarry could be a Sacred Foundry, or a Highland Lake could be a Steam Vents. So, next, I'm going to give you a gameplay example on how a regular game would look like. Alright, so here's an example of a gameplay for the Communal Magic. So, one of the things I forgot to tell you was you only start with four cards in your hand. So, let's draw our opening hand. So, we'll draw a Wild Call, a Maelstrom Pulse, Strategic Planning, and a Fault Line. So, those are your four cards in your opening hand. Reason why four is I did a graph of all the cards and the average converted mana cost was 4. So usually you'll be on your third turn, you'll already have 7 cards if you haven't played in the first 3 turns. So at your 4th turn you should be at your 8th and you should be able to play at least something. So that's the reason why. So player 2 would have Planar Despair, Sakura Tribuilder, Charm Pendant, and a Tron, the Last Troll. So put it right here for right now. Oh, it's kind of not hard to see. So player 1 will go first. Obviously, if this is 2-player, the player 1 would draw. But let's say this is actual 3-player multiplayer, so we'll draw a card. Ooh, we got a War Leader Helix. And then we are now in our main phase, and I want to play a land. Well, don't have a land, so we have to go here in a realm deck, and then look at top, Stomping Ground. So I would, since I have Wild Call in my hand, I would pay 2 life for it to come into play untapped. So I'll tap it, and I'll play Wild Call on there, and it's a 2/2 because Stomping Ground is a mountain 2. And since I don't have anything else to do, I'll pass the turn. So player 2 would draw a card, and what is he going to draw? Ooh, Necrotic Wound. Very good card in the late game. And then he would play is a Temple Garden. So the Temple Garden will be here, and I will pass the turn. So I'll untap, and I'll draw a card. Ooh, Entrapment Maneuver. And I will play, a Hallowed Fountain. Alright, I'll have this play come into play untap, so that'll pay for 2 life, so that'll take me down to 36. And that will make our Wild Call 3/3 because it is also a plains. So, since I have strategic planning in my hand, I will decide to play it. It goes to my graveyard right there. So strategic planning is look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, and the rest into your graveyard. Pretty awesome. Ooh. Ogle Battle Driver. Eiley, the Eternal Pilgrim of Hero's Downfall. 2 very good cards. Since I do have since my hand is very good in removal, I definitely need a creature. So I'm definitely gonna take a creature. I will take Eiley's Eternal Pilgrim, and these goes to the graveyard. And this goes to my hand. And then I will attack player 2. Oh, I'm sorry. This should be coming to play tab because there's no reason for it. So I would attack player 2 with a Wild Call. Now player 2 would untap, draw a card. Ooh, Vraska Sensei, very good card. And another Temple Garden. All right, 2 Temple Gardens. All right, so looks like I do need black. So I would cast. So the Temple Garden will come into play untap. Sorry, so that will take me down to. So I was 37, 35. That will untap. And I would play Sakura Tribe Elder. And I would pass the turn. And then I will untap my Wild Call, and draw another card, which is a Beast Whisperer. Very good card. And I will draw into a Blood Crypt. There's no need for me to play Blood Crypt untapped, so it will just come into play tapped. I will attack Wild Call. Sakura Tribe Elder would block, sacrifice to fetch for a land. Okay, I would look for black and some off color that is not green or white. Alright. I will say play Watery Grave for it. Playing Watery Grave. And play. I'll untap. And then I would draw a card first, which I draw, a Monastery Siege. And then, taking away the first turn advantage from player 1, a Godless Shrine. Okay. Don't exactly have enough to kill the... I'll pay 2 life for it to come into play untapped. So I do have some options here. I could play the Charm Pendant or a Tron the Last Troll on my 4th turn. Still, since I am still at a healthy life, I would play Charm Pendant for right now. I'll play Charm Pendant. And I'll tap it, revealing the top card of the library. Let's hope it's a black, and it's a creature. Oh, it's red. I can add 2 red, but can't do anything with it since I don't have any red cards. So, alright, well, on the call, we'll untap. And I would, Monastery Mentor. And I would play a land. Temple Garden 4. I do have 2 green mana, so this will come to play untap, paying 2 life. And want to play Beast Whisperer right now. And I would attack for free access. And that will cost him 3 life. And that is pretty much it. Just to give a brief overview on how to play Communal Magic. So hopefully this was very educational. Hopefully you like it, and hopefully it, you'll able want to try it. So thank you for watching. All right, see you later. Bye.